Hey, it's April. And thank you so much for joining. This is Will Work Won't Settle, the pod, the YouTube channel. And today I wanted to talk about the fact that working a job every day that you don't like is painful, right? Struggling financially when you know that there are ways to create wealth is painful. And just having to live a life every day that is not in flow and that is not exciting or something that you really want to do is painful. And that is why I understand why when we're in those situations that we automatically try to figure out, well, what can I do, right, to get out of the situation? What can be done? And we go off and we go into all these directions trying to do these different things to kind of get us out of our misery. And we always find ourselves again back at at the job, at in the six figure handcuffs, trying to make the best of it. And I submit that if you are going to find your purpose and create your vision, you have to stop doing stuff, stop doing things. The key is to figure out who you want to be. Who do you want to be, and what does that person do every day? What does that person How does that person dress? How does that person speak? What interests that person? And with that, you'll know what to do. And it will drown out all of the busyness and the jumping from one thing to another and buying programs and online courses and all of this stuff, because those things are good. But even for myself, I've spent thousands on online courses and coaches and trainings and this, that, and the next. And I kept getting to a point where I'm like, well, why isn't this working? It's not working. Like, I don't feel like I'm into this. I mean, I know it can make me some money, but I'm not really into it. And that's what happens when we do things as opposed to trying to figure out who we want to be. What happens is everything that we get involved in, as soon as we hit like any type of stumbling block, any type of like barrier, we just retreat back to the job because we're not that interested in overcoming anything. We kind of just want to replace the income, right? Or just get out of our current situation. And that becomes the issue. It becomes we're going to jump from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And in everything, it's all going to be this. As soon as I hit a roadblock, as soon as I get to a point where I have to overcome or to become someone else to get over this hump, I'm not going to do that. And I think getting to our next level and moving into meaningful work, there is a level of obsession that we're going to have with the thing that we choose. And it's hard to be obsessed about something that you don't care about. And that's the problem with the side hustles and the wealth creation systems and things like that. They are all great. I believe in all of those things. I love the creator economy and the side hustle thing. But if you don't know who you are, you show up and you try to consume everything, right? You try to be on every YouTube channel. You're trying to learn how to do Amazon Marketplace and also, real estate. And it's just this whole, spending all of this money on all of this stuff. And you don't know who you want to be. You don't know what you really want to do. And I think that comes with that under trying to figure out who you want to be comes with self-exploration. You have to be willing to sit down, turn off everything and decide, who is it that I want to be? What do I want to do? What do I want most? What don't I want? Like, and not from a lens of what's possible, but from a lens of I'm alive, right? A child of God. This is my world too. What do I want? Right? In that order. And once we know who we want to be, that informs what we need to do next. And that is just the takeaway that I wanted to leave you with today, is that if you are trapped in a job and you start to feel desperate, because usually that's what happens, you start to feel this desperation of, I need to get out of this thing, I need to replace my income, I cannot continue to do this every day. Figure out who you want to be, how you want your day to look every day. When you wake up in the morning, what do you see yourself doing that looks exciting to you? Because a lot of the things that, if you don't have that self exploration behind you and know this is who I want to be, you do things based on your current circumstance, which you really don't want to base your future off of your current stressors. You base it off your fears. Now you're heading into your future with a lot of fear around your movements and things that you're doing. You don't want that kind of energy. Then there's the based on your past. Like a lot of us, if you've had any monochrome of success, you always feel like you're outrunning your past. Like for me, as a six-figure earner, I come from poverty. I come from evictions and food stamps and all that stuff. For a while, I felt like I was outrunning, like I was running from going back there. And it's hard to make solid, healthy decisions about your future when you're running from the stuff from your past. So even making decisions from that, it's not from a healed place. And another place that we go to when we try to just do things is that we're trying to do what everybody else is doing. And come on, do I gotta say it? If everybody jumped off it, okay, I don't have to say it. I'm not gonna say it. Because then I'm gonna being a mom and stop doing what everybody else is doing, like for real. Um, but this is where we go when it's just the do. Like I'm gonna just do something to try to get out of this, and it's never gonna work. I promise you. If you don't figure out who you want to be first, then you're going to try to do everything and nothing's gonna work. And the whole goal with finding your purpose and creating your vision is to create a healthy obsession with something that you want to learn everything from the top to the bottom to the top about, something that you can do, that you actually are interested in. And I think the goal of all of the experience and the learning is to be able to be a mentor to someone else. Like, that's like the natural path of exploring your gifts and living in your gifts, is that you can see that gift in others and help them to develop it, right? And that sounds fun to me. I don't know what that sounds like. It sounds fun to be able to do something like that, but at first you just really have to figure out, who am I? What do I want? What am I into? What interests me? What does not interest me? And really come from that place. And again, not coming from limitations and, well, what do I believe is possible? Because you just have no idea what's possible. You have no idea what's possible. And I would like to submit for all of us to stop acting like we can see the future, and that we can, because we can't. Nor I wouldn't want to. I don't know about you, but but yeah, that's that's the takeaway here. Just stop buying shit that you feel like this is the next thing. This is something that I feel like I'm going to be able to do. And just really, really get into who do I want to be for myself and for the people around me. And from that, I feel like you'll get the natural steps of what's next. And if you do need assistance with that, that is exactly what I do. I do purpose and vision coaching, and you can click the links and it's there somewhere. And if the only thing that you do is share your struggle with creating your vision and finding your purpose, that would be very appreciated. Because I would like to know. I would like to know what you guys are really struggling with when it comes to getting to the next level, and definitely transitioning from just work that you don't care about to actual meaningful work that you are excited about. And I really, really appreciate your time, and like, subscribe, share, and just come back. Come back tomorrow. All right. Bye.